This summer, a property management experience like you've never seen before.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. My name's Nick. I'm a property manager, and I'm here to show you what this is all about.
You're being let go.
Okay, cool.
So if you could pack all this up.
Yeah. All right.
Be great.
Sounds good. Did you get that on camera? I'm getting fired. I've always heard it said that the early bird gets the worm. This morning I was hungry for worms, so I woke up at 5:45 a.m. and hand ground some perfect coffee beans and made an excellent cup of AeroPress coffee. Some people call it a cup of Joe, but I prefer to call it a cup of Nick. This job can come with a lot of stress, so it's important for me to wake up early enough to have some time for myself, spend some time reading the Bible. After enjoying a delicious cup of murky bean water, it was time for me to take a dump. Actually, what I mean is that it was time for me to take a load of trash to the local dump. At about 7:15 a.m., we left my house with my truck and trailer to go to the Conway Department of Sanitation. The trash on this trailer is from a rental property that my wife and I own that we're currently remodeling. I also tried to strike a deal with the local dump workers, seeing that the price of lumber is so high, and I had some scrap pieces of wood that actually looked in pretty good condition. I tried to make a bargain with them. I told them I would sell it for a cool price of $2,000, to which they rejected. After leaving the landfill, it was time to go to the office and do some important administrative work. So yeah, my office isn't that fancy yet. We're kind of just moving in a little bit. My wife is a champ. She got me this standing desk. It can lower and it can raise. It's gonna save my back. This is something we found in an evicted unit where we had to evict the tenants. It's a peace pipe. I give it to all of our tenants as an offering of peace whenever we sign a new lease agreement. So yeah, this is where the magic happens. This is where all the numbers come together, people get paid, we keep records of everything, and do business. So yeah, so it's about 9:30 this morning. So we've got a busy day for the next hour or so, and then we're gonna go hit the road and meet with some people and see some properties. I had some calls with some investors and answered some questions about statements and finances. I signed a couple property management agreements and lease agreements and collaborated with my team about a new apartment complex that we're starting to manage. It was time to head out and meet a new investor for lunch. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, you can feel free to do that.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Bye.
I'll talk to you later. We're about to eat lunch with an investor. His name's Jermon. He actually owns a heating and air company as well, and he owns about 5 rental properties, and he really wants to grow his heating and air conditioning business, but he's realizing it takes a lot of time to manage properties and find good tenants. He's having to evict one of his tenants too. So we're just meeting up to talk about his business and our business and see if we can make some connections and help each other out. So yeah, all right, let's eat some food.
Yes, it's a lot that need to be done, and we accept that. But when there's help.
During our lunch with Jermon, I was able to ask him what were some qualities that he was looking for in a property manager, and how he would use his time that he would save by hiring a property manager. Yeah. You're specializing too. You're able to focus on the things that you do really well, and the things that take up feel like more of a burden or take up more of your time, you're able to outsource or delegate that to somebody who that is their specialty.
Yeah.
So then everybody's specializing and complementing each other.
Yes. So therefore, it go back to the assembly line almost.
Yeah.
You know, because your ideas will be mine. Because at that point, we are a machine together.
Yeah.
Instead of a machine alone, and the more people that attach themselves to this machine, the bigger this machine is.
I really appreciated his insight, and I thought he had some great answers to those questions.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
With lunch drawing to a close, it was time to go pick up some rent and check on the status of a couple remodels at some properties that we manage. I'm Nick.
Hey, I'm Brian.
Brian? We give our tenants numerous methods to pay rent. They can pay cash at any CVS pharmacy or 7-Eleven and get a receipt on the spot, or they can mail us a check, money order, cashier's check, or they can pay online using a routing and account number or credit card.
Contact us. We're just going to call away.
Yeah. Sometimes for new properties we manage, it works best if we meet them in person the first time so that they trust us and put a name to a face.
Cool. Thank you, sir.
All right, we're gonna go check in on some progress on a house that's being renovated just down the road. Pulling up the address. So sometimes I do walkthrough videos of properties for investors if they've just bought them or are considering buying them. We're at 1008 Graham. So this flooring is gonna be installed throughout the house. Siding throughout the outside looks pretty decent. There's a couple chipped areas, but nothing major. Walls have been painted, at least with primer. They're gonna patch the sheetrock here. Gonna get all new floors. Everything's looking great at this remodel, so it's time to head to Little Rock to check out a new listing that we're about to offer for rent. Hello? Hello, property manager? That's really weird, the front door is just open. Kind of makes me a little nervous. Back door's open too. When we arrived at the property, we were shocked to see that the front and the back door were wide open. This is a red flag for me because this means that there might be squatters who have broken in and started living in the property or tried to steal some of the appliances, wiring, or HVAC system. All right, we're gonna put a new lockbox in here. We walked through the property and everything was fine. We had a new lockbox with us, so we put that lockbox on the door so that our agents could show renters the Came to put a new lockbox on and just check on the property and do a walkthrough to make sure it's ready to start showings. And the front door and the back door were just wide open. The neighbors are saying the wind blew it open, but I know there's people around here breaking into homes that are vacant and squatting. So that's why we gotta, if you're an out-of-state owner or even in-state or in-city, helps to have a property manager, somebody who can go check on the property, make sure nobody's squatting in it or broken the windows or anything like that. This is a pretty typical day in the life of a property manager. It's a good mix of being out and about as well as being in the office. Ultimately, what it comes down to is serving the investor and the tenants at the properties we manage. We want to find good deals for investors to purchase and rent out, and we also want to make sure our tenants are comfortable and happy in the places they're living. It's hard to anticipate what each day is going to bring, and there's always something exciting and unexpected that we have to figure out or take action on.